Well, that's crazy, man. Listen, you're watching
What
Straight Up
up?
TV. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up TV. Today is October the 11th, and we're streaming with a new episode, man. If this is your first time, make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, man. We got a great episode today for you, man. So he is one of my homeboys from North Carolina. Now you see the hat I got on, right? That means North Carolina. All right. So he's from North Carolina. His name is Jack Morgan, and his slingshot theme is the dragon. All right. So we're gonna talk to the dragon. We're gonna ease into this conversation. We're gonna talk to him, figure out, what he did to his slingshot. He just won a big belt like a month ago. So we're gonna talk to him, figure out what he got going on. So y'all, let's bring him in right now. What's going on, Drag?
What up, baby?
What's up with you, man?
Man, can't call it chilling. Trying to work on this beast, bro.
Yeah. Hey, you see this hat, right? You see this hat I got on, right?
I see that NC, baby.
Man, hey, born and raised, bro. Born and raised. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a transplant, but hey, this is my home, bro.
Yeah. Hey, a little small town called. I was born in Forest City, but then I moved to another place called Lumberton in Pembroke, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? That's where I grew up. That's where I was a beast in high school.
All right, I know all them cities. Forest City, that's on a little bit north of what's that? Cleveland County.
Somewhere. Yep. Yeah, Gastonia. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's where I come from. That's where I come from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to rock the hat, bro. I got a North Carolina, but ain't nothing like two North Carolina people streaming live, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, bro, I gotta give it to you, man. I've been watching your platform, and I love it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. But this is the special episode, Dragon.
Oh yeah.
This is a special episode because you are part of the do-it-yourself guys.
You got to believe, bro. I'm an OG. And like I said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I figured, like, hey, some people can't afford these shops, man. Some of these shops, they doing great work, and I don't knock them. And trust me, from doing it myself, they earn every penny. But some people are balling on the budget, bro.
Yeah. You're right. Hey, do you have your phone on? I hear a little background. I hear that. Do you still have the computer on? I hear a little feedback.
Let me get rid of that for you.
Okay.
1 second here.
All right. Yeah, you coming in clear now.
All right. Yeah, I had the phone sitting on the computer.
Okay.
I just turned it down.
All right. So let's go and get into this interview, man. Like I said, I want to thank you for taking time to talk to him here at Straight Up TV, man.
Right.
So how did you get the name Dragon? Let's talk about that.
Well, first of all, like I said, before I was doing slingshots, man, I was on bikes. I'm doing two wheels all day and stuff. But I'm old school, man. And Bruce Lee, baby. Big Bruce Lee fan. So I've always, my bikes, my cars, I've always had dragons. I even got a couple of dragon tattoos, man. So
yeah,
I've always been like, Black Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm definitely black, but hey, I'm a dragon.
Yeah, I like it. I was trying to figure it out, man. I wasn't thinking Bruce Lee. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, but it was one of my questions I was gonna find out, man. But say you said something that caught my attention because I'm a two-wheel guy too. Now listen, I done had two R1s.
Right.
I started off with a FZR. Then I moved to a Busa. I had a Busa 1300 2008 model. And then now currently I have a ZX10. So I'm a two-wheel guy too, man.
Yeah, I've had Zooks, and I still got my baby. I got a Triumph Daytona 955.
What?
Yes, sir. So
yeah,
that's a curve bike, That's my baby.
Yeah, you look like a Zook guy too, man. You look like you definitely look like, you don't look like a cowboy.
Nah, man. I used to live at the track, bro. I used to live at the track. So
Hmm.
that's what's up.
So you rode Black Bike Week in Myrtle Beach all the time.
Oh yeah, been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. So let's go ahead and let's go. So how long you been competing, Dragon? How long you been competing?
Believe it or not, man, like I say, I'm an OG to the game, man. I've been around the scene since what, 2017, 2018. But believe it or not, I just started competing last year because, there's a little story behind it. So if you don't mind, let me kind of explain
Go
a
ahead.
little bit.
Go ahead.
So, like I say, I'm an OG to the slingshot world. I remember back in 2019 when my man Ralph Muhammad, aka Gotti, out of Charlotte, shook up the East Coast. Matter of fact, that big show down in Atlanta, and he came down there with the rump shaker and took out Styles and all them boys, because back then it was basically two bikes that was killing the game. You had Smitty on lightweight and you had Styles on heavyweight. And
Hmm.
Ralph took that first Diamond Design bike down to Atlanta and shook up some things. Then the next year, Diamond Design came out with the Grim Reaper, another Charlotte bike, and he was killing the game. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like the hype man for both of them. But I'm like, yo, I better put something in my bike since I'm talking all this trash, So,
Hmm.
so that's why I decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna build my own bike, and just took off from there.
Right, right, right. Now you say Styles, right?
Oh yeah,
I was at a bike week in so I got my bike in, I got my slingshot 2015. I was at Bike Week, maybe 17 or 16, but I met Styles at Bike Week, and he was at the gas station. When I pulled into the gas station on my slingshot, he was already there, and bro, he was beating down the whole gas station, bro. And I
telling you,
pulled in, and I got a taste of that. I said, "Hey, good
yeah,
God."
Styles ain't no joke, bro.
This was like 2016 or 17. I got my bike in 15, so it might have been 16 or 17, but hey, bro, I pulled into that gas station. He had like 3 or 4 girls with him, and he was beating down the whole gas station.
That sounds like a Styles move.
Yeah, I chopped it up with him on the phone, text message for like the next year, and then we lost contact.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So what brand of speakers you got, Dragon? Can you sit back a little bit? You're chopping your head off a little bit. There you go. Hey, can you tell me what brand speaker you got?
Well, I'm running CAs and PRVs, believe it or not.
Okay.
I'm
Now
pushing.
go ahead.
I'll say I'm pushing CA subs, and pretty much all my speakers are PRVs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Damn. How you love them PRVs?
PRVs ain't no joke, bro. I mean, like I say, I did my research on them.
Mm-hmm.
I was leaning PRVs or the beams, but when I started looking at the price difference and the specs on them, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, between those PRVs, right, bro? You can get the same thing out of them.
Yeah, right. Well, tell me, man. You like I said, you're a do-it-yourself guy. You ain't attached to no big shop. So when you're looking at speakers and amps and everything, how do you look at the specs and all that stuff? I mean, talk to us about that.
Well, I mean, I'm looking for the DBs. What their rated DBs are at, what their RMS rated power is at. Um, then just like I said, some of it's word of mouth. And like I said, I've been around the game long enough, so I've heard enough of them to kind of know, which way I want to lean to. I wanted something that I know that can take a beating because, believe it or not, man, you putting your bikes in these rings and competing, bro. That's a lot of wear and tear on the speaker, on the amp as well. And speaking of which, that's one of the things I'm proud of. Last year's Super Bowl, bro, I went 12 rounds in that thing last year,
Really?
and the king of the hill format. And I got to give it up to my man Jack UAS. It took Jack to knock me out the box, bro. But I went 12 rounds straight, and
Wow.
we held up. So,
And
so I'm
what
good.
class? What class?
Lightweight.
Oh yeah. I tell you, Dragon. That lightweight. What category you think is the toughest? Which category you think is the toughest?
To be totally honest, I'm kind of like, where the game is now. I would say I probably have to say middleweight.
Mm-hmm.
Middleweight. I mean, and the reason why I say that, you know, first of all, to have a competition bike as a heavyweight, you're gonna spend an arm and a leg. You spend an arm and leg as a featherweight nowadays, but the amount of money it takes to put together a heavyweight and really, be like top dog, bro, you spending a grip. Same way with the middleweight. So middleweights, you know, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I go to the contest, man, and I'm looking at, they start off with the lightweight, featherweight, and start with those guys, man. And it's only 6 speakers, but I'm like, man, they got a nice sound to only have 6 speakers, man. So you can't mess around, and you got to read them specs, man. You got to read them specs because you only got 6 speakers. And and what is 6 speakers and one sub?
No, 6 speakers and 2 subs for lightweight.
Okay.
You're talking about now a featherweight, you're talking about 6 speakers and 1 sub.
1 sub.
And the featherweight game that took off too, bro. I mean, shout out to, Smitty, Lil Bully, Bumblebee, Animal.
Yeah.
This new dude, G Money, with the Light 'em Up crew. He's wrecking shit.
G Money. Shout out to G Money.
Miss Elizabeth down in Texas, just killing people, So it's, and then I got to put my boy JT in there, Jonathan Taylor. That's the man right there. That dude, in my opinion, that's people champ right there, Jonathan Taylor, bro. That dude ride his bike everywhere he go. He don't trail or nothing. So
real talk.
So
we got a couple of them in Atlanta, Georgia. They drive everywhere too.
Yeah, but this dude, I'm talking about from Texas to St. Louis, from Texas to Florida, from Texas to here, bro. That brother's a trooper, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about the do it yourself, guys, man. Because listen, you don't drop your stuff off to a shop and come back get it the next day. You're actually at home in your garage or in your shop working on each thing you need to fix, man. So what does that do for you? How does that make you feel as that you're doing your own work? You know everything that you're doing to the slingshot.
Well, man, I mean, that really gives me the satisfaction and pride of doing it. My mission this year was like, when I got in this game, I'm like, my thing is whether I win or lose, I'm going to turn some heads. You know what I'm saying? I want to get out there, bump my music. I get a kick out of when I go to these shows, and I try to go to pretty much all of them, Number one question I get at the people hear my bike is like, yo, man, who did your bike? And I'm like, I did it. They be like, nah, you ain't did your bike. Yeah, I did my own work, So, like I said, whether win, lose, or draw, I've already won. So if my bike going up against King Kong, I went up against King Kong a couple of times, Bike sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful bike, But hey, what he got in his bike compared to what I got in my bike, I already won, bro. I already won because, like, hey, to put my little, I'll say it real quick. I'll put my homemade bike up against any lightweight bike out there. I don't care who it is, Pun, King Kong, Sam. It don't matter, bro. Because, like I said, I just get out there and try to have fun and keep it clean, bro.
Yeah, keep it clean, bro. That's all you want to do, man. You want to come see what your bike gonna do, man. You want a fair contest. Put your bike in there and see how your bike do, man. That's all you want.
Yeah, I will say this, man. I got probably one of the best compliments this year, bro. Everybody knows Smitty. Smitty probably one of the best tuners in the country, hands down. And that man, he heard my bike. He's like, man, your bike sounds good musically, bro. I'm like, dude, for me to tune my bike without the RTA, I tune my bike by ear, bro. I don't use no computer, none of that.
Yeah, hey, Dragon, I think they use the microphones and everything when they tune them, right?
Yeah, they using microphones, RTAs.
That's the big shops, right? That's the big shops.
Yeah, I mean, I know what all the equipment is, but bro, I'm not going out and spend no $2,000, $3,000 for an RTA just to tune my bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I've been blessed enough where I got a pretty decent ear, and I know my music, so I know what it's supposed to sound like, and I just try to make it match.
Right. I was going to ask you, so what you got? Lithiums, right?
I'm running Power X, bro.
Okay.
Power X. That's matter of fact, that's Raf Muhammad, right here out of Charlotte. Power X. That's the same battery that Diamond Design sells, but it's made right here. So I got to go with a Carolina Bell battery, bro. That's one of the hottest batteries in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I know exactly what we're talking about. I don't have his contact number, nothing like that, but yeah, he's out of North Carolina, make his own batteries. They lithiums, right?
Yeah, they're not them.
Yeah, yeah. What size you got? What size you got?
I can't tell you that because that much you
Yeah,
know how much power I'm putting out. So
this.
but it's I put it to you this way, bro. Um, I'm only using one battery, so it's
Okay.
kicking out some power. You know, a lot of
Okay.
people using two, three, four, five batteries. I mean, like I was tripping off. I was watching your show, man, and Conk's like, man, he got like 24, 26 lithium cells in his bike. I'm like, good lord, that's like equivalent to like five batteries, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know, with
Yeah.
five batteries, you're supposed to be killing some people, man. I mean,
Hmm.
good lord, that's a
Yeah.
lot of power. It's a lot of
It
power.
is. It is. Hey, my alternator is so I bought my alternator from Mech Man. It's a 240. It's in
Right.
the I pick it up tomorrow morning. They're boosting it up to 320. So and I ordered 2 lithium. So you better watch out. Straight Up TV gonna be out there. Straight Up TV. I'm middleweight. I'm middleweight. Straight Up TV coming, bro. 2023. I'm just gonna roll up in there. That's all.
Well, bro, the way these shops are pumping out bikes now, you need it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You know, you got bikes like Bonnie Hunter. That bike's a beast.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, there's a lot of good sounding, hard hitting middleweights out there. So good luck, bro.
Yeah. 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 Listen, I don't want to say the name of the speakers that I'm going with because my partner just put me on them. But all I'm gonna say, Dragon, is they got them neo magnets. That's all I'm gonna say, Dragon. Neo magnets. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
You
They
know,
they lighter. They light. Ooh, the neo magnets, bro.
bro, I already know about the Neos. I'm running some myself.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh, you
yeah,
got them up.
I already, I already know about those Neos. You know, so Neos, they interesting. Put it that way. You know, you got them ferrets with add that little extra weight to you, but if you're trying to turn it up, that Neo is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dragon, I guess you're like when you're tuning and you're adjusting and installing and doing your thing. So you got a little spot that you go to that's quiet that you test out and listen to stuff.
Well, yeah, I got a little like a routine, right? Like I said, I started off in the garage, and then the garage, like I said, I got an HOH, so I can't really get loud at home, but it kind of helps me in another way. Like I said, if I can get it to sounding good at like a soft level that I know it's like, man, it sounds good, and take it outside and turn it up a little bit, it still sound good. But now when I go to do my final tweaking,
Yeah.
I go I go basically to the airport. We got a service road on the side of the airport. We got the highway on one side, airport on one side. So I can get out there and I can go as loud as I need to go. So I mean,
Mhm.
I take it out there and put it at competition level. See what my limit is on certain songs. So I can clip it and then make it do what it do.
Yeah. 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 I'm telling you, man, I like this conversation, man, because I'm a do-it-yourself dude too. I used to run to the shops when I first got my slingshot in 2015. The
Mm-hmm.
last 2-3 years, man, I do it myself too. Do it myself too. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out this DSP, man. Dayton 408 DSP. You got one of them too?
I don't have the date. I'm actually running the PRV DX2. And of course, I've had a couple of DSR1s. DSR1 is not a bad DSP, but the only problem is, like I say, you got people hacking into your DSR. I mean, that happened to me. Matter of fact, that happened to me in Virginia. Somebody logged into my DSP, and luckily Jimmy, stopped the show, and I was able to power it down and get back in the ring. But from that point on, I was like, yo, I got to get rid of this DSP and DSO1. So I ended up going with the PRV, which is pretty. It's a nice DSP. It takes
Yeah.
a little. You got to play with it though. It ain't no. It ain't one of those kind of like plug and play. You got to get in there and you got to know what you're doing with it.
Okay. All right. Hey, so Dragon, we gonna get into one of your videos, man. That I did an interview with you. You remember when I did the interview?
Probably, I think I did a couple with you. I know I did one in Atlanta. You caught me in the line, and I think I did one in maybe Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the one in Myrtle Beach. So we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, what's going on, sir? What's up, y'all? QC Dragon here out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Down here at the SS Takeover at Myrtle Beach, North versus South edition. Hopefully we can come on with that lightweight trophy, y'all. Belt, I mean. All right, sir, where you say you from, sir? Charlotte, North Carolina, baby. Okay, all right. So what year is your slingshot? This is 2017 SLLE edition. The colors, Midnight Cherry, original color. Of course, added a few things, put some graphics on it, upgraded the sound system. It's a banger, it's a banger. All right, so tell me this. So what is the last thing you did to your slingshot? Last thing I did, actually, believe it or not, was put in a brand new EQ, adding a second EQ onto the system. Okay, and what is the next thing? The next thing, hopefully, is nothing. I'm hoping I got the deal right where I can knock some of these heavy hitters out the way, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It's a work in progress, you know, so if I need to upgrade something, I can take it as it comes. All right, well, thank you, sir. All right, thank you, bro.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,
Dragon.
Yes, sir.
Did you see that? Did you see the commercial?
Yeah, I saw it.
Hey, listen, man. What you got 12s on the side or those 10s on the side?
Those are 12s, bro. But hold on, man. I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because I know you got a lot of new people coming into the slingshot community that really don't know the history of the game. And you might probably be too, but I'm one of the few people that's been around that can kind of like break stuff down so people know how we got where we're at. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because like you figure, like I'm saying, when the game first of all, big shout out to Jimmy the Plug, SS Takeover. He started this mess, bro. You know, he's the first guy to put this platform together, and he kicked it off. And like I said, you know, in the beginning, which is basically two classes, you had the lightweight and heavyweight. And like I said, Smitty was the king of the lightweights, and Style was running heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, Smitty being the king, your boy out of Atlanta, Kenyatta, was like his number one competition, trying to knock him off the box. You know what I'm saying? So Kenyatta got with Alvin, and Kenyatta dropped them 12s on the lightweight. He's probably one of the first people to put 12s on the lightweight. You know, and then he was able to, you know, get Smitty. And then Sam jumped on the scene out of Philly. You know, he started putting 12s to get at Kenyatta. You know, so Kenyatta and Sam, I gotta say, those two, you know, they started this 12 craze on these lightweights, and from there, you know, if you're gonna get in this game, you got to step up or get rolled over. So, you know, cause like I did my first show in St. Louis, and won that show. By matter of fact, I was running just like a 2/8, 6.5, and 1 sub in the lightweight class, and I ended up winning it, bro. But I'm like, if I'm not gonna get serious in this game, I gotta throw some 12s on this thing, man. You know, I mean, you got Jack got that 4-seater that's running all 12s. You know, 8 12 speakers and 2 12 subs. I mean, how do you compete against that, bro?
Yeah.
So you got to step the game up with them 12s.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Now, the only thing I kind of hate, man, is like I said, you got 3 major platforms out there. You got, you know, 3-wheel, SS, Stand with the Ride for Life. And then your boy OG Wayne started a new platform. I heard that thing gonna be nice next year. He kicked it off this year. So we're gonna have 4 platforms. I just hope that, you know, all these, you know, organizers of these platforms get together, set some rules and guidelines for these weight classes, you know, because like Stand with you know, Ride for Life, they used to have run 12. I mean, like, you know, 8 speakers, you run up to 12, and then he changed his class up this year. You know, so now if you want to go to a show and compete as a lightweight, you can't run any 12s. But I'm like, yo, everybody else is running 12. So, you know, a Texas bike built for Stand show come to a 3-wheel or SS or OG Wayne show, they're going to have some problems trying to run against the lightweights up here with 12. So, you know,
right.
I hope these guys that's promoting this stuff get together and say, yo, bring it all together, man. Let's make one set of rules for all the platforms. That way, everybody, if they're going to compete, they don't got to worry about the account. They already know they're good. They got to get in the ring and do their thing.
Yeah, that would be wonderful, man. I mean, do you think it's gonna happen?
I hope it happens, bro. I mean, life is short, bro. We having fun with this. I mean, think about this for a second, right? Two of the OGs that started this game, Jimmy and Sam, both had hospital incidents last month. We could have lost two of the founders of this game, man.
Right.
Life, like I said, man. This is supposed to be about having fun, It ain't about betting, If anything, it's about just talking trash like you talk trash to your uncle, your cousin, your brother, and have fun with it. It ain't really about the betting. Bet $5,000 on a fight. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But it's all supposed to be about having fun, man. So let's, if they can work that out, it'll make it better for everybody, for real.
Mm-hmm. Dragon, how many speakers you got, man? That don't look like 6 speakers.
It's not.
How many speakers you got?
I'm running. Actually, like I said, lightweight, you get 8 speakers and 2 subs.
Right.
So I'm actually running 6 speakers and a set of compression horns.
Okay. And the horns don't count.
Huh?
The horns don't count, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
The horns count as the speakers. They count as the speakers. So I'm running compression horns and a speaker combo. And the reason for that is, like I said, my man Elvin with Diamond Design, when he built the Grim Reaper. Have you ever heard the Grim Reaper?
Yeah, I heard that name. Yep. I don't think I've seen it, but I definitely heard it.
Man, that bike owned the middleweight class in 2000. But he basically built that bike on a horn platform. It's from pretty much running all horns. He got a couple of speakers for them, but majority of it's horns. I mean, so that that thing gets super loud, super loud. But I'm like, hey, so if I can't throw no 12s behind my head because of my top, I got to put something else back there that make it scream. And that's where the horns came in. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, bro, it's vicious out there, man. It's vicious.
Yeah. But I will tell you this, bro. After the Super Bowl, and we are going to the Super Bowl, by the way.
I'm gonna see you there. I'll see you there.
After the Super Bowl, we coming back to the cave. I got a whole new build set up for next year. So, like I said, I turned some heads this year. I'm definitely gonna turn some heads next year. So I might even shock a few people this year because you never know.
Yeah, I keep telling everybody that 2023 is going to be crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be crazy, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, and by the way, man, like I say, I ain't throwing no smoke out there, but I saw the interview you did with Cone. They said they was looking for me and stuff. So I'm gonna be at the Super Bowl in Florida.
I don't think he's not coming.
Well, I'm just saying, but that's where I'm gonna be. Like I say, I don't back down from nobody. Him, as a matter of fact, like I said, Pond, I seen your interview with Pond. Pond ain't really never played me. He ain't never beat me either. We was at the same show, and we'll just leave it at that. So he might be in for a surprise.
Okay. It's oh, I can't wait to November. Yeah. I can't wait to November, man. But let me get into this commercial, man. We'll be right back. Slingshot Accessories, man. Slingshot Accessories. Make sure you go check them out. High quality parts, man. Slingshot Accessories. They're located in Virginia, man. They got parts for slingshots, Vanderhools, Rikers, spiders, everything, man. We're gonna get into this commercial and we'll be right back.
Slingshot Accessories. High quality parts and accessories for your Polaris Slingshot, Vanderhool, Riker, and Can-Am spiders. For all your parts and accessory needs, make Slingshot Accessories your first choice. And home of the world-famous Bugatti lights. Visit slingshotaccessories.com today.
And we back and we're back. Hey Dragon, man, I want to go in a different direction, man. How do you pick your battle songs, man? Let's talk about that. How do you pick your battle songs?
Bro, that is the key to this game, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm an OG, bro. I'm over 50, so I know my music repertoire is very deep. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of old school. I like a lot of vocals. I look for songs that I know my bike can play, bro. I mean, because like a lot of people, especially, and this is some advice for the new people starting off in this thing. Your bike can't play everything you hear or you want it to play. Unless you got your bike specifically tuned right and correct, then you probably can get away with it. But most people in this game, especially if you're competing, you got to know your bike, you got to know your limitations. Like for example, right? I've heard Kong, beautiful bike, bro. I mean, the builders down there that did King Kong, they did their thing. But that bike is bass heavy. Ain't no lightweight gonna touch that bike straight up playing bass. Ain't gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got a bike like a Motorcycle Jack. His bike can play some great vocals.
Yeah.
He might not get you on the bass, but he can heat some people up on the vocals.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Motorcycle Jack. If you out there, bro, I need an interview, bro.
So yeah, and just like even with Big Pond, I've heard Big Pond bike, but Big Pond bike is great, bro. I mean, his bike is real balanced too. That's a hard bike. You know what I'm saying? Another bike that come to mind is Red Alert, Tony D out of Tampa, Florida, red and white bike.
Okay.
His now on the high end for mid highs and highs, man, his bike's a beast. You know what I'm saying? He's running a lot of horns. So it just really depends. But music wise, man, you got to know what your limitation is. I try to pick songs that that I know get the crowd going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because like one thing about me, like if you see me compete, if my bike is hitting on point, man, you see me bopping with it, bro. You see me bopping with it and stuff. But you got that's real key. You got to pick the right songs for your bike.
Yeah. I want to ask a question, man. So when we're talking about songs, right? When you were out there, tweaking with everything at your little spot, you said you got your little routine. If you didn't play that song out there when you was making adjustments and tuning, can you get in the show and play a song that you have not tinkered with?
No, I will not do that.
Yeah.
For each show, I create my own playlist for each show. I try to drop about 30 songs in that playlist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I can go to every show I've been to and tell you exactly what song selections I had for each one of those shows. So like for this Super Bowl that's coming up, I'm putting together a new playlist for that. I try not to repeat the songs, man, because a lot of people they play the same songs. You get tired of hearing that. I try to throw people off with some of my songs, and like I said, I might play something and somebody hear what I play, like, man, I ain't even think of that song, and like a lot of these shows, bro, I hear a lot of songs that I know I probably maybe one of the first people to play, and I hear other people playing them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
you're OG, bro. You're OG in the game.
That's what I'm saying. But I try to pick new songs for each show. I mean, I got some go-to crowd favorites and stuff, but if I don't have to use them, I won't use them.
Yeah. Hey, so I want to talk about, so you're a do-it-your-own self guy and me, and there's a lot of us that are not attached to a shop. But I just want you to, if you could reiterate how it is when you're purchasing your equipment, man, reading those specs and knowing like knowing what RMS means and what. So you see, most people see it say max 700, but that's not really what it is.
No, that's not what it is, bro.
Can you speak to that?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, bro, with YouTube, everything that I kind of think that I might want to go to for as equipment or buy, first thing I usually try to do is get on YouTube and see if somebody already reviewed it or previewed it. Like certain tweeters, difference between a fanatic tweeter, in a a pH tweeter. So what is a rhythm tweeter? But I usually try to get on YouTube and research it. I'm gonna go by word of mouth, just like for example, my man out of Texas got that created his own speakers. I believe they call it Gemini or something like that.
Gemini Acoustics.
Gemini Acoustics. Those are some banging speakers, bro. But they cost. But hey, you get what you pay for. And that's kind of what led me towards PRV over Beamers. Because like I'm saying, I was originally going with Beamers, and I looked at the price, and then I put the specs on them head to head. I'm like, man, they basically the same. You just paying for a name.
Hey, that's you dropping knowledge here. So we're talking about PRVs and Beamers.
Yes, PRVs and Beamers. I would say the only difference is the Beamers play a little bit clearer at a lower volume. But if you're trying to play SPA where you're outside, where you're trying to get loud, PRVs is gonna beat them, bro. And if you got them tuned right, for example, Big Pun is running PRVs. And look what he's doing, bro. He's killing the game. I know my man down in Texas is probably running, I think he's running Geminis, and I think he's running those DC level 5 subs, but hey, a DC level 5 sub, you're paying $1,400 per sub. It's supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it just really, it really depends on how much money you want to spend in this game, bro. If you got deep pockets, then yeah, you can roll that. But like I say, bro, I'm balling on the budget, so I got to get my money's worth. And so that's what I look for. I look at the specs, I look for reviews, and then you got enough people in the game now that's running this stuff, so you can actually hear it at the shows. I usually, when I'm at a show, I usually try to check everybody out. I ask, what you got? Who did it? I'm on the judge. Like say when I compete, whether I win or lose, I'm always going to speak to the judge. Like, yo, what can I do? You heard my bike. What can I do to make it better? Big shout outs to the judges, bro. So you got to do all this, man. It's a hobby to me, but it's a fun hobby, So
right.
That's why I say I hope all the platforms come together, because I haven't been to Texas, but next year I'm planning on going to Texas. I'm finna, the gas prices stopped me from going to Texas. I would have went to Texas, but I can't haul that far with these gas prices. But hopefully, God's willing, I'm blessed. I'm gonna make it to a couple of Texas shows, because they that Texas basis is totally different than what we play up here.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about your strategy, man. When you go into a competition, say you just not rolled up into 3-Wheel Showdown or SS Takeover. So what's your strategy? Like, you go up there, you see this person's in this category, you see Little Bully over here, you see Pun, what's your strategy? How, take it from there.
Well, for the most part, like I said, since because I consider myself OG in the game, and I pretty much heard and went up against everybody, so I kind of know a lot of people playlists. What's their go-to songs, and and I know the limitation of my bike. So,
right.
So if it was up to me, I would try to get them to play. I love playing vocals. I love vocals, bro. I love vocals, because to me, vocals that's music. That's musicality, bro. That's you got people singing, you got music in the background. So, and a lot of bikes can't play vocals. A lot of bikes can play trap music, that boom, 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 that bass. But if you're listening to the music, that's really not music, because it's the same beat repeating itself over and over again. When you're playing vocals, for example, Isley Brothers, that used to be one of my go-to songs. I played the Isley Brothers. It's old school, everybody knows it, but musically, that song, it's got a bass run in it, it's got some good strong vocals, it's got some highs, some great mids. So it's a balanced song. To me, it's a competition song.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I look for. So depending on whom I'm going up against, if I know I can get them with some bass and get them shook, then I'll drop some bass on them too. If I got to go techno on them, I drop that on them. So But you know, a lot of it really depends on the luck of the draw, bro. So like for all you newbies that want to compete, if you win a coin toss, always go second. Never go first.
Okay. Explain it to him. Explain it to him.
And the reason why I say always go second is because you can play off of their music. So say for instance, if they pick the wrong song, then you know you can kind of fill out the crowd, you can fill out the judges, and then you come hit them with something hard. Now you just put the ball over in your court. And then another thing too is like by going second, if they get in that ring and they don't know what they're doing and they overplay their bite and clip, game over. You know? Mm-hmm. Case in point, Atlanta, me and King Kong. I won the toss, he went first. He overplayed his bike, he clipped. Speaker went bad, he clipped. Game over, bro. Them the rules. Now, if he hadn't clipped, his bike would have beat my bike all day. It's supposed to, bro. That bike, like I said, that King Kong, that bike, that's a piece of art, bro. That bike is nice.
Yeah.
And like I said,
so Dragon, what can you do to not clip? I mean, what can you do to prevent from clipping?
You got to know your bike. You got to know what songs you're playing. That's where the practice come in. So all the true competitors, bro, the people that's in this game to win it, they go out and practice their playlist. So you go out to your spot wherever you go, you turn that, you put the song that you want to play, you crank it up as far as you can go to find out where it actually clip at. If your bike volume goes to 40, but on this particular song you only can go to 25, then that's where you got to stay. There might be another song, that you can take to 40. You got to know your playlist. You got to know your bike. You got to know your limitations. That's how you don't clip.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Dragon. I think by doing your own work, or at least 90% of your own work, or at least 80% of your own work, that will put you in a position where you know your bike. Your bike.
Exactly. And like I said, it's rules and strategies to this thing, man. Because like if you got two bikes that's evenly matched, pretty much running the same equipment, same speakers, it's really going to come down to song choice. And most judges would tell you, like, man, you had them until you played that song. And I've heard that a lot of times. There's been a lot of songs that I played in competitions. Judges be like, don't ever play that song again. And I take note of that, bro. That's right. It sounds good to me, but if the judge ain't liking it and the people ain't feeling it, it's no good in the ring.
Right. Yeah. So all the reason I'm asking you questions, I know you've been in the game forever, and I know I'm trying to get these tips out of you. So how important is it stuff like soldering your wires and putting another ground on something? How important is all those little things that you do?
That's what you call killing that backroad noise, bro. You got to do that. If your wire's not clean, your sound's not going to be clean. You get some people bikes, and you can kind of tell whose bike has been wired professionally because you won't hear nothing. They can have the volume on 12 or 20 or 30, and if your ground's good and your wire's clean, you won't hear nothing until they hit that play button. But if you can hear like some feedback from it and ain't nothing playing it, or you can hear stuff coming out of it, you ain't clean, So that's where good wiring comes into place.
Yeah.
And be honest with you, people that's taking your bikes to the shop, that's what you need to be looking out for, the wiring. If they got good wiring on your bike, then you're working with something. You're working with something.
Yeah. So sometimes, man, you just got to strip everything off, and it may cost you a lot of time, but you got to strip it off and do it the right way, man. Do it the right way.
Oh yeah, like I say, on my bike, bro. I had to learn the hard way. I was thinking that's basic ground. Like, nah, I've got multiple grounds on my bike to get rid of that. So that's real important if you're going to compete.
Yeah. Hey, Dragon, do you do a lot of Facebook? You on Facebook a lot, watching different content and stuff?
Bro, I'm on Facebook. I look at Auto Garage. I look at pretty much all the Slingshots platforms. I mean, I don't usually say much because that ain't me, bro. I don't talk. I'm not a bragger. You know what I'm saying? like I said, I'm originally from the Show Me State, so I'm like, yo, you gotta show me. So I just, I sit back and I hear people talk, I hear people comments, and I'm like, to each his own, but like I said, when we get in the ring, it's on,
Right.
And
I want to give a
stuff.
shout out. Let me give a shout out to Ted Hernandez and Jonathan Taylor and Smitty, man. The Slingshot Audio Garage. I stay on there a lot, man, on Facebook, man.
Oh, yeah.
Usually can keep up to date with everything they're posting, new things happening, and a lot of individuals, and they got a lot of giveaways too, man. So, Slingshot Audio Garage is one that I like to go to a lot, man. You check them out?
Man, I live on that's where I go.
That's the one?
That's the one. Because anything dealing with this community that's popping is going to be on Audio Garage, bro.
Audio Garage. There it go. If you watching, go right now to Facebook and join Slingshot Audio Garage, man. It's a good move.
Gotta go there. Because half the time, you know what I'm saying, they gonna tell you how it is, and you can see them videos of people playing their bikes and get some ideas from them.
Yeah.
Or a song or two.
Yeah. Hey, Smith, hey, Dragon.
Yeah, bro.
Now we may have some new people watching, and they have slingshots, and they're going to the shows and they're watching. Now, in their own neighborhoods and their own communities, people are telling them, "Man, you sound good. You sound good." So if they're a little nervous, a little scared, a little timid about coming to the show and getting in the show, the contest, can you give them some advice, man? What advice would you give them, man? Just get in the show.
Straight up, like I'll put it like this: if you're gonna spend money to build a competition bike, you gotta get in the ring. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you spending that type of money and you think you want to get in the ring, you gotta get in the ring, or else you're wasting your money. I mean, you can take a stock radio and juice it up a little bit and have that good for riding around town. But if you're thinking about competing, if you put some money into speakers, put money in the amps, processors, installers, you got to put it in the ring. Yeah. Besides, it's just for fun anyway,
Yeah. I want to say anybody who gets in the ring is really a winner. I mean, you got a real nice system to get in the ring. So, I mean, I don't know if they get embarrassed if they lose, or I interview a lot of people and they say, I done lost more than I won.
Bro, I'm a witness to that. And like I said, and like I say, man, I put it like this. I go back to I got a homemade bike. I know there's a lot of bikes out there that got way more money in it. Professional installers, professional tuners, and it is what it is. But I look at it this way. My biggest kick is when I go to every show I've been to, win, lose, or draw. Once people hear my bike, the number one question I get asked is, "Who did your bike?" And for me, that's it, bro. That's a win. Game over for me. I'm good. That's what it's about.
Yeah, but the way I compare that, Dragon, is that let's say a guy that does it himself versus the big shop, the mad scientist at the shop. Listen, now this is the comparison I got, and you tell me how you feel about it. The only thing about the do-it-yourself guys is that we may have to do it slowly, 2 or 3 days to figure it out. But the mad scientist at the shop, he gonna be able to do it on the spot. That's all it is. But at the end of it, we both doing the same thing. It's just gonna take this do-it-yourself guy a little bit longer. That's all it is.
It's true, and like I said, some people know a couple of tricks that you might not know. That's why I say, when I go to the shows, I talk to people I compete. People I compete against, bro. They're the main people I talk to. For example, Lil Bully. A lot of people don't know Lil Bully been in the music game for a grip, man. This dude used to compete cars, and he was ranked, I think, in the top 20 in the world in his class. This dude, Lil Bully, he might talk a lot of trash and the shit, but that boy know his stuff, man. Another cat, Tony, out of Florida, right? Went down to Jacksonville. He killed me. I don't know what I did to my bike that weekend. I had some shit all fucked up. But anyway, I got in the ring. And my man blew me out the water, bro, and stuff. But after the show, he told me, it's like, yo, man. Matter of fact, I gotta give him a plug, bro. He just opened up a new shop in Tampa, Florida called Amp Up. It's Tony D, his bike called Red Alert. But he gave me some tips like, yo, man, you kind of put Tony's horns, you know, here's where you need to go. You know, Elvin, Diamond Design, bro. You know, he's giving me tips. You know, Smitty giving me tips. So I take tips from everybody, bro. You know, if you're gonna put some knowledge on me, I'm here to receive it. But you gotta do that if you're a do-it-yourselfer and trying to, you know, make a name for yourself in this game.
Yeah. And then Dragon, then you pass that information down to somebody else coming up.
Oh yeah, cause bro, trust me, I get a lot of people like here in Charlotte, bro. We really got one dude that's working on slingshots, you know, a dude named Blue and stuff. And a matter of fact, two of his bikes won OG show. The two bros, my boy Capo and Dada, both of them boys from Charlotte.
Dundada played that killer cam,
and they won Lou first show. But we only really got one shop here in Charlotte that's doing slingshot. I mean, I get a lot of people that ask me to do their bikes, but bro, I don't want to take on that thing. You know what I'm saying? that's just a headache I don't need, bro. But you know, you gotta be out, talk to people, and you know, see what they're doing. And like I said, I'll tell a person in a minute, I won't build your bike, but I will gladly give you advice. I got a homeboy that's called me every other day. Yo, what you think about these speakers? I spread the knowledge. That's what we're supposed to do. Learn something and pass it on.
Yeah.
You know, so.
So let me go ahead and we've been streaming for about 52 minutes, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I know you got stuff to do, but I want to ask you, man. So, you know, you've been around for a while, man, but currently right now, so who do you enjoy battling, or who is your toughest battle, or what slingshots out there when you go, you be like, man, that's nice. So I guess, do you have any favorite slingshots?
I got a lot of favorites, bro, but I'll just stay in the lightweight class. All right. First off, like I said, I gotta give mad props to King Kong. You know, this game, every year you got a breakout bike. Yeah. It never fails. You know, every year you got a breakout bike. That boy King Kong, that bike is smoking. You know, and for a little young dude, little 15-year-old, 16-year-old playing that bike, mad props, man. I gotta give him mad props. That kid is doing it big, bro. Another bike I like to say, I like Motorcycle Jack. You know, North Carolina boys, I gotta like him. You know, he's my home state. Big Pun, I've heard Big Pun bike. Big Pun, you know, Big Pun is the man too. Even like I say, you got Big Pun, Sam, like I say, Motorcycle Jack. Who else out there? Jonathan Teller.
Got Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's a beast too. Bumblebee's a beast. The Animal is a beast. Bounty Hunter, she's killing it. Black Mamba, she's killing it. I never, you know, one bike I want to hear that I never heard that everybody says beast is Batman. I would like to hear Batman in person.
You know what? You know what? I'll tell you, because I was there in the Memphis Madness. It was held by Mid-South Slingshot Club. They had it, Memphis Madness. I was there, and she's the president of her or her group. But I did an interview with her. You can go back and look at a couple of videos. You see the interview. And you know, I went around her bike, but she wasn't in the contest. But sometime throughout that day, she turned it on. And it sounded damn good.
Oh yeah,
it sound damn good. Sound damn good. Listen, Drag. It was one of those things where I was way across the parking lot, and all of a sudden I heard boom, 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 boom. I looked, and it was her. Now I didn't walk up on her, but I heard her. She sounded damn good.
Yeah, I tell you a couple other bikes that I really like is Blue Smoke.
Oh yeah, that's Elvin, right?
Diamond Design Heavyweight Blue Smoke, man. That bike is that bike is something. That bike is something, man. But there's a lot of great bikes out there, man. So I like everybody, but there's some nice bikes out there. I mean, these builders, you know, people are spending money, and a lot of people, you know, they're getting their money for it, but this game is just changing, bro. Like,
Mhm.
like I'm curious to see who's gonna be the breakout bike next year.
That's what I was going to get to. You know what, Dragon? I think it's going to be. You said every year there's one. No, I think 2023 it's going to be about 3 or 4 of them, bro.
Yeah, because like I said, right now, in my opinion, and like I said, I've heard Palm Bike, I heard Cone Bike. In my opinion, I think Cone is probably a king of the hill for his lightweights. I would love to see them two bikes battle, but like I said, I've heard both bikes. So, I know what I'm listening to. I'm knowing, and it's like with Cone, thing about Cone, man, is it's like after every show they take everything back to the lab and they like retune it. I'm like, they keep professional, but just like his bike is probably the hottest bike out there right now, lightweight. I guarantee you next year somebody gonna drop some bread. It's gonna be another bike out there that might shake Cone up. It might even be me.
I hear you. Hey, 2023 is going to be a year, man, for the slingshot competition. Hey, so you don't, so you don't do no lights, do you? You don't do no lights, huh?
Bro, that's funny. I started off as a light dude, bro.
You started off as a light dude?
I started off as a light dude because I did my own lights.
Really?
I did my own everything on my bike. I did myself. Decals, lights, everything, bro. I did it all myself. And I met Vernon back in 19 when he was just starting to really start getting to the slingshot with Night the Lights and stuff. And I was, I met him, I was like, yo, man, how much for a set of lights? And he told me the price, and I'm like, oh, hell no, I can do it myself. And that's how I got started, bro. I was doing lights. I had no intentions on getting in the sound game. Like I said, the thing that made me get in the sound game is the people that I was rolling with. I was rolling with people that was killing the game, and I was like Flavor Flav. I was the hype man on the sideline talking bad shit. For like we used to have this thing like for the Grim Reaper, it'd be like step up and get their head chopped off. Who's gonna be next to get their head chopped off?
Yeah.
My man used to take little skulls and write people's names on them and put them on his hood and shit like that. So I'm like, man, you know what? Somebody gonna call me out for talking so much shit, so I better have my shit together, and that's what put me in the game.
Mm-hmm. I tell you though, Dragon, when you beat King Kong in Atlanta, you showed your ass. You showed your ass.
I had to because, and I'll tell you why, bro. At the end of the day, everybody know his bike supposed to kill my bike.
Yeah.
But I put it like this: my little bitty homemade bike that I built in my garage held up, stood test of time, went against, David and Goliath. And he clipped, bro. A win is a win. He clipped. The amount of money you spent to build your bike with that installer, your bike ain't supposed to clip. Like I said, I went 12 rounds last year in the Super Bowl with my homemade bike. I never clipped.
What? That's what I was saying, Dragon. I say, how do you? So you know your bike because you do it yourself. You in the lab. You're the mad scientist. So you know how on every song, how the volume level on every song, right?
Oh yeah. If I'm playing it in the ring, believe me, I know where I can take it to.
Yeah. Hey, so Dragon, so why do people? If you know on this song, let's say Morning DJ. If you know you can only get to 32 on the volume, but it's a tight competition. Is that why they try to go a little higher? They try to go a little higher because they think they're getting beat.
Yeah, bro. People get shook. I mean, for example, like King Kong, bro. If that bike played first, when you hear, everybody, when you hear that bike, you be like, God damn, that thing is loud. Woo! You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to remember, like I said, I know I'm not gonna outplay that bike. That bike is louder than most heavyweights out here, and these are lightweight. But but it is what it is. But you just got to stay in your lane. Know your bike. Stay in your lane. Try not to get shook.
Yeah. Hey, Dragon. So let's talk about that maintenance, man. How many speakers have you blown and amps and battery? I mean, how let's talk about the repairs and maintenance.
0 speakers blown, 0 amps blown.
So you saying you got zero? So you know what, bro? You're so that's what I said. When you go into the competition, you got a strategy. You know the volume on every song. You know what you're doing, and that's why you ain't blown no speakers.
I ain't blown no speakers, bro. Not a not
Bruh,
I haven't even blown a tweeter. For the longest time, I was running my tweeters too low, and the judge was like, "Yo, man, crank your tweeters up." So I finally started cranking my tweeters up. You know, because it was, to me, it was throwing my sound off of what I wanted to hear. But I'm like, if that's what it takes, you know, to be competitive, then I gotta turn them bitches up. So I turn them up. And for Atlanta, I turned everything up. I mean, you know, be there, so I had to turn everything up. I'm like, okay, this is my limitation, bro. This is all I got. You know, that's it is what it is. If you can, you know, that's the best I can do. You know, I can't do no more. You got 24 cell batteries. I got one. I can't do no more, bro. You know, only thing I can do is try to hopefully, you know, I can get the crowd going with my playlist, do my little dance and bumping on the side, you know, or if you overplay your bike and clip, I take the win.
Yeah.
So my man he's 11-1.
Yeah. Yeah. and who was that one? Who was that one?
The Dragon, baby.
Oh my God. The Dragon. Hey, let me ask you this, man. I'm gonna get you out of here. Listen, we've been streaming over an hour. So I want to ask you, do you play off your phone, or you have a phone with no phone number, or do you have a tablet?
Yes, sir. Rule number 1: always play with a phone or device that nobody got the number to, so you won't do the who did that? Sam. Get the text. Nah, bro. I got a phone dedicated just for the Dragon. That's probably the number 1 rule right there for you newbies. Get a separate device for your playlist.
Okay, Dragon. So what is your advice to someone who just wants to put it on airplane mode?
That'll work too. But I'm just saying, but you know, it's a lot easier if you can just run it. I mean, nowadays with a lot of more, you know, devices you can Bluetooth, you can get an iPad. I would say if you're going to choose between an Android and an iPhone, I would definitely say iPhone. iPhone plays better, I think, than an Android. But you know, get your iPad or second phone. But you got to have something separate. You know, putting it on airplane mode, that it should work, but you don't want to chance it. You don't want to chance it.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend all that money on, you know, your speakers and installers and all that stuff, you can drop another, you know, $200 to get a little, you know, small. It don't have to be a new phone, just something that can hold your music and that you can link up to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Dragon, who are some of the guys, man? I know you are. I am. I got a bunch of partners that are do-it-yourself guys. I mean, I guess you know the big names, the big heavy hitters usually are attached to a shop. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of us than them, right?
Most of the heavy hitters are attached to a shop. To a shop. The only really do-it-yourselfers that I know that's in the game, that's doing well in the game, you got my man Animal, Jarrell. Animal does his own bike. Tony D out of Tampa, he does Red Alert, he does his own bike. Lil Bully started off with a shop. His first build, was with Diamond Design, but now Lil Bully doing his own bike. Yeah. You know, who else? Shit, that's really about all I think of, bro, that does it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody else I know that's killing the game, they part of a shop. Everybody
part of a shop. Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you streaming with me, man. It's been an hour and 5 minutes, man. And you're welcome to come back, man. You're welcome to come back. Hopefully I can have you back on after the Super Bowl or something, you know?
Oh, bro, all day, bro. All day. It's all good. Just hit me up. You got me.
I got you, bro. Once again, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna holler at you. Peace.
Peace.